welcome to another episode of Laying Down the Lore 40K, a lore podcast in which we aim to separate our Necrons from our Night Lords, our Psychers from our Servitors, and our Orcs from our Old Ones, and generally ask, what's up with this 40k stuff? My name is Ben Crone Barber, and while I used to know pretty much fuck all about 40k, I now know very little. With me is my co-host Christopher Crowlin Allen. He's waving, everyone, he's waving. Who, despite years of valiant effort, still knows next to nothing. He's giving a thumbs up, everyone. And my dear brother Darren, who gave a sort of camp hello, I'm not sure what that was, who knows so much about Warhammer, it's frankly disturbing. This dichotomy between our levels of understanding is why we're all here, as this series is an attempt to address that ignorance.
Hooray!
That was the gentlest intro we've ever had.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Like, uncomfortably gentle. I'm not gonna lie. Somebody say something outrageous.
Yeah. We're not going to say anything this episode. We are just going to mime it, and Ben's going to translate it for us. That's what's going to happen.
Interpretive dance.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Miming.
Isn't that the same thing? Yeah.
Is that the same thing? Philistine.
I don't know. I very much doubt this will make it in. But did anyone see the Trump speech recently, where somebody was typing the subtitles for what he was saying live, and he said he was talking about the mining industry, and he was just like, "I love miners. Does anyone love miners?" And the person typed in "miner" as in like a minor child, and then quickly deleted it, and then wrote "miner." So fucking funny. Oh dear. Actually, do you know what? That is going to stay in. I'm going to keep that. That's staying in.
That was a joke about typos, not a joke about. It's not a political joke.
Exactly.
No. Mr. Chris, you're about to compliment me.
I was about to compliment your Christmas decorations at the risk of like dating this episode, but it's video anyway, so whoever sees this is going to see your Yuletide tinsel on your wall. Amy and I have been so busy, we almost missed Christmas. Amy in desperation has been like throwing up lights and stuff like that around the house. We haven't even got a tree this year. Haven't even got a tree.
Just running around the house screaming, just like, throwing lights everywhere.
Pretty much. It's like, fuck, we better Christmas.
It's just moving through the house with the Doppler effect, like la 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 la. Yo.
8 days before Christmas is not the one to go shopping for a Christmas tree. There ain't none.
Pre had our tree up on the 1st of November.
Oh, she said,
amazing.
She's one of them.
No, that's interesting to me because we did that once on the 1st of November because Vic was bummed out because
we've never taken it down.
She was heavily pregnant at that stage. So is there a link there? Christmas trees?
A shocking realization.
We've just destroyed your Botox forehead there. I was like,
yeah. Wow. What a revelation. I'm genuinely worried now.
when we were over, Amy and I went to see Ben and Priya a couple of weeks ago, and joking about Priya being pregnant. We did actually see live action footage of Ben's junk.
What? Oh yeah.
oh, that thing.
We're not sharing that on the podcast, Growl.
Don't ask why.
No.
Let's just leave it there. I've seen Ben's swimmers. That's all I'm saying.
That is definitely.
Well, I've seen someone's swimmers, and Ben claims it was his. So
it was just a random video that I found online, Growl.
Yeah, the small talk was a bit awkward. Ben had to bring out the big guns. He was like, "Do you want to see my junk?"
Is that what he calls them? The big guns.
Yeah, it's more the big gun, singular.
I can remember being at a wedding, wearing a kilt, but I had a pair of boxers on underneath, and that
was most weddings we went to. That was your thing.
A friend
they weren't just boxers either. They were like Bermuda shorts, like neon fucking Bermuda shorts.
Yeah.
Surf shorts.
I was wearing this kilt over a full set of trousers. And but there's like a friend of a friend, a delightful woman, just kept kind of flashing. She got, "Oh God, you've got shorts on. That's outrageous." And then she kept telling people I got shorts on. And then she was standing in next to her parents. She said, "Look, he's got shorts on." And I had taken them off by that stage. So she flashed my junk at her parents.
I think we've got a photo or a video somewhere of you spinning wearing the kilt, and obviously the kilt's come up and there's just this like strip of like neon green underneath the muted tartan.
No, that's a tattoo I have.
That's a Nurgle based condition I have.
Yeah, it's a medical condition. I've got glowy legs. Thanks for bringing it up.
Right.
Bant's achieved.
Bant's achieved. Boxes ticked. Podcast done.
Citizen of the Imperium, it's time for frontal lobotomy or bottle in front of me.
Hooray for Germans.
Dar, you're doing the new style again.
You're asking.
He's completely forgotten what it is.
I've completely forgotten about that one.
You better stand up if you want to just shit out some questions, Darren.
Right, what did we talk about last time? We talked about the Doom of MYMEARA. How many, or can you name any of the Corsair bands that were involved? The Eldar pirate bands. There were 3 of them. Yes. He says clicking. I can hear the clicking, Chris.
Shadow Spectres?
Yes.
His eyes are darting around that screen, Dar. I hope you're catching this.
Yeah.
This is.
I mean, they're not. I'm just saying yes to kind of build up his ego. No, there are no Shadow Spectres in Corsair bands.
No. Okay, fine.
Does he only have to guess one? How many does he have to guess to get the point?
Any.
Okay, any.
Well, this is going very well.
Anyway, the point is, I don't know the answer to that. I was thinking, I don't know.
Right. Ben.
Shark fin soup.
Fishbowl soup. With the Red Corsairs, one of them?
Nope, that's the...
that is the group.
From the Badab War. At the end of the Badab War.
I thought, because I vaguely remember Kral saying, are those Red Corsairs the same as those Red Corsairs? No, because we were talking about the Void Scar Corsairs.
Yes.
That's what Kral was at. So no, I don't think I know either.
Right, okay. Yeah. So it was the Sky Raiders, the Sunblitz Brotherhood.
Bum Bandits, and the Brotherhood.
The Bum...
the Bum Chums.
Is it possible to deduct a point?
Yeah, and to socially ostracize one of you.
Go on, take us out of our misery. Who are they?
Oh, it was the Sky Raiders, the Sunblitz Brotherhood, and the Void Dragons.
The Void Dragons. Were they the Void Dragons? Were they the one with the cool tiger striped blue and greyish kind of livery? That's the one
that was the Sky Raiders.
Right, okay, yeah, the Sky Raiders livery. That's cool. I like it.
How long after the fall of the Eldar did the Shadow Spectres Phoenix Lord Irilith go on the crusade against the unnamed reptilian race that would eventually destroy Craftworld MYMEARA?
I'm going to say 1,000 years for Ben.
Kral's saying 1,000 years for me.
Well, you've gone over, so I can't allow it, Mr. Chris. So Ben, you answer for
Ben.
Chris.
Too bad. 500 years.
Yeah, it's pretty much bang on the money.
Boom. Unlucky Benny.
That's called putting your thumb on the scale.
I like it. Okay, cool.
How many different types of Imperial Guard regiment were deployed to Battalis 3?
5.
So close. No, Mr. Ben.
Oof. 4.
So close. No. Are we going closest?
Yes.
No. I think
as long as I'm
both
right,
got it wrong.
correct.
We both got it wrong.
All right. The answer was 2. So we had the Cadian armored regiment and
yes, let's go with closest.
Elysian drop. The Elysian drop troopers.
You know, I miss Ben's games mastering because he would have given me that.
How many planets were in the Battalis system?
4, I believe.
Oh, he's only gone and done it. 4.
Excellent.
4 was the right answer.
Nice.
Wicked. Great quiz. Great quiz.
Great. That wasn't difficult
Great
at all.
quiz. Yeah.
Well, as quizzes go, that was certainly one of them.
And also, I'd like to give a shout out to, was it the Griffin Regiment, the big old Titans? Knights or something. They look cool. They've got like a Horus Heresy vibe about them.
Most Titan legions were in place before the Horus Heresy. So yeah.
Okay. So yes, kinda. Yeah. All right.
Yes, kinda.
I'm trying, Darren. I'm fucking hell. Jesus, cut me some slack. Okay, MYMEARA.
Oh, is that it? It was just now we're just going straight in. Yep.
You've got to end it as well, Darren. God, come on.
Sorry. Dar, take it away.
So, as with many wars within the Imperium, Battalis 3 starts off kind of very quiet, with small incidents rather than full-scale military action, like a full D-Day style landing. And the war in Battalis 3, quite appropriately, began with silence rather than an outright battle. So Battalis 3, as we mentioned last episode, is effectively a mining colony slash penal area for prisoners, not for penises. That'd be weird. And on one of these little kind of icy outcrops, relay station that was part of Battalis 3 kind of global surveillance network to kind of keep an eye on all the workers that were working through this indentured servitude that they're doing for the ore extraction and so forth. Some of them suddenly stopped working. And one in particular, known as NX8704, stopped transmitting after 405 years of kind of flawless operation. So it was basically a telephone tower went out.
Have they tried turning it off and on again?
Well, they tried
percussive maintenance.
That's right. Yeah, beating a servitor and sending it out. That's the usual response to these things. So the adept who was monitoring the station suffered a cerebral shock from a feedback loop and died from the abrupt loss of data. So it's much again with servitors, the data stream comes through the
anus,
kind of servitor's head, through the anus, by a cable. It's male to female, and and so the kind of Mechanicum adept just shut down completely when there was no input, and so the kind of knock-on effect of that had a little mini cascade, which knocked out most of the Eastern continent's monitoring stations or monitoring adepts. So the stations may have still been working, but the adepts who monitor them was completely knocked out of commission. The initial assumption was that the malfunctions were caused by extremely harsh weather conditions on the ice world. But if you've been working for 405 years in Hoth and suddenly you stop working, that means the Imperials have landed. Mm-hmm. I'm mixing my IPs, but you take my point.
May the force be with you.
May the force be with you.
No, wait. Live long and prosper. No, wait. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Force long and prosper, said Gandalf to Harry Potter. A Sentinel patrol, that I saw that on a t-shirt. It was a picture of Gandalf and it said, "May the force be with you, Harry." Gandalf. Just thought it was funny. Sentinel Patrol. You recall Sentinels? These are the kind of one-man walkers of the Imperium.
How tall are they?
Maybe about 3 meters, 3 or 4 meters tall.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And it's just a single person inside, is it?
Yeah. It's like the chicken walker from Star Wars.
They were a lot bigger, were they not?
Yeah, it's like it. Okay. It's that kind of shape. It's not. It's not the same size.
Minified.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Minified. A Sentinel patrol sent out later discovered that the station had been attacked and destroyed. Ooh. And all the Mechanicum staff had been massacred, and their wounds were consistent with monofilament weapons, which makes me think they must have just walked in and saw kind of pools of gloop on the floor, because monofilament weapons just disassemble you at the molecular level. Yeah.
Ooh, Harlequins.
Harlequins
had them, yeah.
There's a great scene in the American version of the Three Body Problem where they're trying to stop a terrorist group that are in a cargo ship that's going down
with the carbon fiber.
Put the carbon fiber, just a big grid of it across the canal, and this ship just slowly goes into it, and everything just falls. It's like that scene out of Resident Evil with a kind of cross laser thing just cuts through everyone, and they just slowly collapse into a puddle of mad. So it's that kind of jam, is it? It's like
it's that kind of thing. Yeah,
it's like those two movie references.
Yes, of those two movies, it's like both of them. Yes.
It's not though, because the filament weapon just goes in and like kind of whirls you up. It doesn't like
that's right,
OCD cut you into like squares. You know what I mean?
But do they not have like
chunks,
whip style versions of it as well, or is it?
There are different types. So the Harlequin's kiss is the monofilament that they stab it into your body and it unspools in your body. It doesn't break the skin, so you end up like a beanbag of human flesh.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like when you put a blender in a blancmange.
How do you spend your weekends, listeners? They also have what's called web spinners, which is like a flamethrower, but it fires out monofilament web. And then they've got artillery versions of it, which I think is funny because it implies that it fires thicker cable, and it doesn't. It's the same cable. It's just there's just more of it. I just love the idea of a monofilament whip that's like 6 inches wide and it just crushes you. It doesn't cut through you at all.
Get the heavy gauge monofilament.
It's a mega filament.
Yeah.
Hand me the 210 watt monofilament.
Yeah. Give me the Mondo filament gun.
The Mondo filament. So the discovery of this kind of massacre at the station triggered alarms on the capital of Battalis 3, which is Port Riara. And the defense force began to prepare for further assaults. Riara. Oh, are you coming down to Riara this weekend? So over the following weeks, multiple sites began to be taken out under cover of darkness and with minimal warning. And because the planet has little economic or strategic value, most of its 62 million inhabitants were clustered around kind of mines and refineries. And so for the vast, vast majority of the planet, there was no Imperium presence in terms of security. The attacks were attributed to the Elder Corsairs, specifically the Void Dragons, who had previously been active in the system's kind of outer regions. Increased Corsair sightings amongst cargo crews who were transporting goods from the starport to low orbital voidcraft reinforced this as they were beginning to see more action, to see more Xenos ships in orbit or translating left or right, or up or down, or back or forward. Dimensions. So the response, the Imperium's response from the planetary governor Yamuel Escava. So it's Samuel, but with a J.
Yamuel.
So it's either Jamuel or Yamuel.
Yamuel Yayakian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Borden Bamsey deployed local forces along with newly arrived units from the Cadian 6th Armoured Regiment. These guys will play a big part.
Of the badasses.
The badasses, yeah. Hoping that the expertise that they brought would end the raids. And despite the rapid deployment via Arvis Lighters, which is a craft, not a guy called Arvis Lighter. That'd be a great name. Arvis Lighter, PI.
But he's really fat.
The raiders continued. Raiders constantly kind of evaded detection, leaving only destroyed facilities behind them. The few survivors who were typically traumatized, speaking incoherently of kind of lights in the darkness before dying of their injuries. Well, they're not survivors then.
No, false advertising.
I'm in a proper semantics mood. I can only apologize. So just have a quick look at some of the bits that were mentioned there. So principally the Arvis Lighter is one of the major kind of cargo haulers and non-military transports, shuttles effectively within the Imperium. So this is a model that you can buy. Yeah, so you can see there that this one has been kitted out with a multi-laser at the rear kind of gangway. Much like you see
no one can get out.
So it's helpful. Or in. Yeah. And you'll see that it's the cockpit is kind of like there's no access to the back of the craft via the cockpit. It's got like a gull wing front to it that latches down. But that's one of the most common aircraft in the Imperium, either for...
how the hell that flies, I want to know.
Yeah, magic.
Well,
is that what the fuck is that big gun attached to? It looks like it should be stood on the ground, but there's nothing below it.
No, the guy's got really big forearms, if you look.
Like crazy delts, man.
Yeah, man.
He's just all shoulders, that guy.
I think the little kind of nub at the bottom of the gun is on a kind of gimbal arm off into the side.
Off to the
but
side.
It's a bad angle. No, you're right there.
It's a bangle.
It's a bangle, yeah, a bedangle. No, a bedangle's something else. That's one of those fools that's in our Discord.
They've just removed the cockpit in one of those photos. Is that a removable cockpit, or is that just for the sake of the photo?
No,
it's for the sake of the...
It's not meant to do that. Guys, can we put the cockpit on? We're taking off.
It's coming into orbit. My cockpit. So it's just...
It's kind of like I could kind of see that, like in the kind of this dystopian future, like this future stagecoach flying buses going around Alconbury Weald. This would be one of them. The AW1 to Huntingdon and so on.
Yeah. With loads of bags on the top and people holding on to the sides.
Yeah. Don't know why, but yeah. But sure.
Why not?
Yeah.
Other thing I'll show you are our well-renowned love of maps. This is the state of Battalis 3's kind of three main areas. You can see on the planet, it's loosely outlined on the kind of icy planet, and then each one there is a separate region. And you can see that the red are the areas that have been deadened by the destruction of these relay stations. And so the blue are still active, and the red in the center of each of those is what the Imperium predicts is the actual target of the attacks.
Right. So a lot of those bus stops are not accessible anymore.
Yeah. It's probably the snow.
Yeah.
Each little X So I can obviously see the Imperial. Sorry, just on looking at this map.
Yeah.
The little marks are what outposts / garrisons / whatever that are out of action.
They're relay stations. Yeah. So the ones that are kind of yellowish are ones that have been knocked out. The kind of light bluish ones in the blue sectors are ones that are still active.
Gotcha. And then the hard red ones are probably the target.
Yes, that's what
probably.
So a month after the initial attack, a General Mirandus Odon, who was in command of the 6th Cadian Armoured Regiment, arrives at Port Rurura, cutting short his medical recovery after a significant kind of battle on a place called Saris 7. Ignoring the kind of diplomatic pleasantries of the mining cartels, you have to understand there are like huge corporations within Battalis 3 that kind of own and operate the mining equipment that the colonists are still paying off their kind of travel tickets for. He ignores their kind of diplomatic overtones and immediately resumes command of all of the Cadian forces on Battalis 3, which is a bit weird. Like, you summon a regiment of Cadian armor to your planet, and then you take over. It's like getting a dog and then you bark. It's really weird. I don't understand it. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe he just wanted an audience.
Yeah.
Guys, come watch this thing I'm about to do.
Yeah, woof. What? So the planetary governor Yamuel, eager for support of this kind of well-renowned general, places the entire planetary defense forces under his command. So now you have a single general, a single battle-tested general in command of all of the forces on Battalis 3. And then in the wake of the arrival of General Odon, an armada carrying the rest of the Cadian 6th appeared, redeploying from Battalis 4 on the general's orders. So they had been on the 4th kind of industrialized world, if you recall. So now we have the full, in quotes, Cadian 6th Regiment is on Battalis 3. Odon judges that the attacks are neither random nor opportunistic, but the work of kind of a highly intelligent foe executing a larger coordinated plan that the Imperium is, as of yet, unaware of. By mapping the raids, the map that we just showed, Odon realized the attackers were on the verge of disabling the entire global surveillance network by destroying just 4 more relay stations.
He will undo the whole network.
Oof. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's specific relay stations or just any 4.
Pick 4, any 4. Pew, pew, pew.
Pick a card, any card, bang. Without surveillance, Battalis 3 would be kind of scattered, or the forces of Battalis 3 would be scattered blind and utterly unprepared for the major invasion that Odon predicted, that was what he saw evidenced in front of him. And so to consolidate their strength, Odon ordered all forces withdrawn from the underpopulated southern and western continents. And of course, then the mining cartels protested furiously, fearing unrest among the already resentful labor pool and population would risk the failing of their administratum tithes. I keep having to catch I can't say administratum anymore. It's ever since Kral came up with the administratum.
Administratum?
Yeah, administratum.
I think everybody listening can't say administratum anymore. I mean, that's just a stupid word, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've ruined administratum for you.
Yeah. So Odon dismissed their concerns as he believed the threat they faced was far greater than worker uprisings or kind of bureaucratic penalties. And he suspected that the enemies were gathering, kind of massing within the unmonitored glacier regions outside of the kind of main monitored continents and getting ready to strike. And so on Odin's assessment, Battalis 3 was merely a stepping stone because he believed their true target was the industrialized world of Odon 4. Sorry, not Odon 4, Battalis 4, the kind of strategic heart of the system. Which begs the question, why move, if that's true, why move the Cadian 6th from Battalis 4 to Battalis 3?
Because they didn't have a very good view from there, so he needed to get them closer. Like.
Yeah, the planets, one is actually below the other. You can't really see looking up. Yeah. The recall of the guardsmen units from from the southern and western continents triggered mass protests amongst not only the prefects, but also the workers. It also provoked the Eldar into action, which is, as it turns out, is exactly what Odon wanted. A cargo hauler, so I'm going to guess an Arvis Lighter, or piloted by Arvis Lighter, on the southern plains was attacked and destroyed, and its pilot transmitted captured images of 2 Eldar craft powering weapons before it was obliterated, thus kind of confirming the Xenos threat to the system. And these pictures were held up as the kind of clarion call amongst the forces of the Imperium within the system that the war for Battalis had begun. Mr. Chris.
There could be people dressed up in Eldari costumes on any planet anywhere. You see one picture. You know what I mean? How did they verify the source? Like, you know?
Ever the devil's advocate, Kral. The Eldar advocate.
But how can you be sure?
I mean, this is a time of AI. You know, that image might be fake.
Chris, it's a fucking picture. Evidence. How can you be sure?
Because we have the negatives from the camera. Yeah, but I mean, just, you know.
Negative schmegatives. I mean, come on.
Schmegative.
Here's an affidavit from the photographer.
Yeah. What is he? Is he really a photographer? Can you confirm that?
Here's 10 witnesses who were at the scene when he took the photo.
Yeah.
And his family who can attest.
And his certificate from photography college. Is that a thing?
Here's the admission of guilt from the Eldari. Yeah, but how can you be sure?
Kral, the battle is over. You've just won. Yeah, but was it really a battle?
When is a battle a fight? All right, someone kill Kral.
When is a battle a boat?
Did you really shoot me, though? Am I dying? Yeah. Before we launch into it further, it might be an idea to have a look at the structure of a Astra Militarum regiment. This will be a brief 3-hour expose as we go through this image. So the image I've just shared, and it'll be in the show notes, we're looking at the Acadian Armoured Regiment and Acadian Infantry Regiment. So each regiment is made up of at least 3 companies. Usually it goes to 9 or 12 in terms of size. There are some regiments that are larger. There are a fair few regiments that are smaller. And it really does depend on how quickly battle losses are replaced, but also the defining culture from which the regiment is raised. So we're looking at Cadia, the planet is gone, but as we saw in Space Marine 2, Cadia still stands, or Cadia stands. So as long as there are Cadian regiments, Cadia still exists. It is a culture, it's like the sci-fi Spartans, if you see what I mean. And I mean both our own history and from Halo. So they are not super soldiers, but they are the cream of the cream of the Astra Militarum's regiments. And it's the kind of
non-biologically augmented soldiers.
Exactly right.
Got it.
And they're also like, from Games Workshop point of view, the Cadians are like the Ultramarines. Do you know what I mean? They're the poster boys of the faction. Each company then is made up of, in general, 3 platoons, with each platoon being 3 squads and a command squad. So you very quickly see there, and each company then for infantry is led by a command squad on top of that. So you end up with 110 infantry, and then from the armored regiments, it's 3 squadrons of 3 vehicles and a command vehicle. If we have a look at the kind of supplementary entries for the armored regiment, we've got heavy company, which can be between 1 and 3. It's usually 1 or 2 because these vehicles are hundreds, if not thousands of years old, and are treated kind of with reverence as kind of relic vehicles.
For special occasions, seasonal.
Yeah. They're the Christmas, they're the Christmas plates of armored confantry.
Is this things like the Bane Blade? Is that what we're looking at?
Exactly right. Yes. Yeah. So we're looking at vehicles that can serve as effectively a mobile fortress that you can anchor a military strategy around. Again, there's only one shown here in the image, but there can operate in a squadron between 1 and 3. Usually the same kind of type of vehicle, but not always. We then, at the bottom, have the recon squadrons, which are the sentinels, as shown there, the little kind of bipedal walkers. And then you have the anti-aircraft squadrons, which are usually 2 pairs of long-range autocannons with, Ben, you'll be delighted to hear, enormous magazines. And ammo reserves.
Has to be. Are those sentinels open-topped? Is that a convertible sentinel?
Yes, so the sentinels are... Yeah, there's 2 types. There's there's Sentinel and then Sentinel Plus, or the armored Sentinel.
The sports version.
Yeah. It's modular to some extent. The armor plates can actually just be attached onto the kind of roll bar frame at the top of Sentinels. The default is open-topped because you can add on those plates, but also if you're in somewhere like Catachan or Talarn, so a jungle planet or a desert planet, it'd be very stuffy. And you know how the Imperium cares about the welfare of their troops. Mr. Chris?
On a death world, I would rather have a hardtop closed with a bit of aircon. I don't want shit poisonous stuff dropping on my head.
A bit of aircon. Does this have Bluetooth? Can I get my speakers hooked up?
Or just like roll down a window ajar. Do you know what I mean? But I definitely want something above my noggin.
Well, that's a bit counterproductive if it's toxic outside, and that was the whole reason that you wanted the enclosure, isn't it?
Well, then definitely don't. I definitely don't want an open top if it's a.
You'd have to select that that mode on the car where it circulates the air that's already in the car rather than letting in new air. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
Otherwise,
no
bueno.
Ben, eyes on the objective. All right, stop looking at the aircon.
What optional extras can I get from the dealership for this?
Heated seats, you say?
Years ago, I had to drive to a trade show in Dublin from Essex, and I had to. My boss at the time said, "You take my car," and he had the top of the line Lexus at the time, one of the big ones. I swear to fuck, I must have looked out of the windscreen 2 or 3 times the whole drive. I was just playing with the stuff in the car. Like, it was just so much going on. Like, the seats were going, they were just constantly moving, and it was distracting as fuck. The joint I had before I got in the car it didn't help. It didn't help.
For legal reasons, this is a theoretical made-up story.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah, so in terms of the individual vehicles, the kind of stalwart of the armored regiments are the... So I've just shared an image of a Leman Russ battle tank, or a Leman Russ battle tank.
Lame and Russ.
Layman.
It's like a tank, but it's explained really slowly to you. In loud words.
It's very pew-pew, isn't it?
It is very pew-pew. There are a ton of variants of the Leman Russ, and one of the more common ones is something... Well, there are many, like the Leman Russ Executioner has twin-linked autocannons instead of the big kind of wide-bore turret cannon. The Leman Russ Punisher has a huge, truly enormous rotary cannon, like a minigun cannon on the turret. It's a ridiculous bore size on it as well. But we do have, because we're going to focus on, or the battle focuses on anti-armor combat, or armored combat, I suppose. One of the more common versions is the Leman Russ Vanquisher, which is simply a Leman Russ with a huge barrel. So that's designed to take out enemy armor.
Whoa, mama.
Yeah. So all of these, by the way, are available as kits. So you can create them.
With the first picture that you showed, and I guess the second one, does the second one have... No, it doesn't have a kind of gun emplacement on the top. Where are the shells for the main barrel loaded? Because it looks like it's coming from the guy's crotch. It doesn't look like there's a huge amount of space there to load stuff in.
Yeah, that's just a guy with an STD. That flame is just his urine. He's got a touch of the old goners. yeah.
Oh, this is the crotch model.
Yeah, the rounds are housed in a kind of matrix inside the main hull, tubes. The upper half of the... Yeah, it's a series of tubes. The upper half of the lower hull. Do you know, like a wine rack set into someone's cabinet? Yeah, it's like that, but, less happy.
Is this a perspective thing? Is the gunner not actually on top of the barrel? Is he, like, closer to the front of the... He's closer to the camera?
Oh, no, he's definitely sat on there. He's like riding it like a fucking...
He's straddling it.
Tennessee stud.
Yeah.
Yeehaw!
He's you just see the top half of his body coming out of the cupola of the hatch on the top.
Yeah. Every time it fires, it's like a bucking bronco. He just jumps up.
Yeah. A well-known fact about tankers is they're not only deaf, but they've got bad hips. From the constant percussion.
And they walk like that Griffin Titan that you showed us, like massive gait on them.
Yeah. Right, chaps, time for another The Lore is Right feature. And so...
that was my attempt at a theme tune for The Lore.
I remember the climber going yodeling as it goes up the mountain. From The Price is Right. Yeah. So, closest without going over gets the prize, which today is this USB cable.
Oh, fancy.
So the question is, how many tanks are in an Astra Militarum armored company?
Kral, if I see that arm move, keep those arms by his side. Let me see those hands.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Kral, go. You answer first.
Who's this directed to, or do we just shout out? I can't remember how we do this.
Yeah. You just give an answer.
Minimum of 3, up to 9 or 12.
Okay. And Ben.
Sorry, were you looking for a single
company?
I'm
a number.
Kral's throwing me with these. Kral's just giving three numbers.
Pick a number between 3 and 12.
Okay.
312. Chris has chosen 312.
Yeah. So how many are in a company?
How many tanks are in an armored company?
I'm going to say 8. No, 9. How many is Kral saying? What's your number, Kral?
Minimum of 3, normally 9 or 12 is my answer.
So the correct answer is 9.
Hey!
what Chris was clearly thinking about how many companies are in a regiment, which is between 3. The average is 11 and 12. The correct correct answer is 10. So it's 3 squads, 3 squadrons of 3 vehicles plus a command vehicle.
Right.
So Ben gets it. Yeah.
I mean, do I? Kral gave a kind of a scattergun of figures there. He may have been closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucked up.
Yeah.
I fucked up.
How many X's are in Y? And Chris' answers was all the numbers above 3. That's not how quizzes work.
Bananas. Yeah.
Bananas, yes. But anyway, winning this cable, which I shall give to you next weekend when you
Thank you very
come up
much.
to Scotland.
I can use that to charge my mouse.
Ben takes it. And so join us again next time where we try and work out how many things are in a thing. With a specific answer. A specific answer, Chris. So the image of the Leman Russ, you've got the main battle cannon. You've got a las cannon at the front for anti-armor. And then you've got 2 heavy bolters, 1 on each side, for taking out massed infantry or light vehicles. On the Vanquisher, you can see it's just with the Vanquisher battle cannon, the extended range, and the las cannon. They don't tend to come with these side, what do they call them? Sponsoons? That
broadside
have
guns.
The additional broadside guns. I call them side gun bay guns. Yeah. And they can be fitted with usually heavy bolters, sometimes with las cannons, sometimes with heavy flamers. And each of those guns has a gunner in the tank as well as the pilot or the driver.
Have you got,
sorry.
It
gets real cramped in there.
Yeah, so if you had a pilot and then you've got the front gunner, the main gun, the guy on the top gun, and then 2 side guns. So you got 6 people in that tank?
It's 5 or 6 people. I think the driver operates the las cannon as well, but I'm not sure. I'll need to check on that. Plus, you've got all the ammunition, Ben. Where does it all go?
It's a lot of ammunition as well. It's a lot of guns, isn't it? It's a lot of guns.
They had our hopes up with the anti-aircraft stuff, and now it's just dashed.
The Leman Russ tank looks kind of like bauble-y. It looks like it's hard to topple. It would just go boing, upright again if you on its side. Low center of gravity.
It's definitely got a kind of World War I tank kind of vibe, if you know what I mean. Just the shape of the tracks, shape of the track array on it.
Why was it called the Leman Russ? Is it
named after the Primarch.
Is there any reason why it was named after them? Because he's the Space Wolves Primarch. I'd never really associate the Space Wolves with tanks. I mean, I'm sure they've got them, but
it's a great point to raise because I think it's 5th edition or 3rd edition. You could actually have a Leman Russ tank in your Space Wolf army. They had a few of them in the Fang, which is the Space Wolf.
Does Leman Russ have his own tank? This is Leman Russ's tank.
This is Leman Russ's
Leman's Russ.
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah. It was just a misunderstanding. Oh, this is the Leman Russ. He named the tank after himself. It's his own tank.
Yeah.
The other tanks are called Mark 7 tanks. That was the general name.
I used to call things after myself. I had a series of pet rabbits I'd called Christopher.
Oh my god, the Kral thing now makes so much sense, doesn't it?
It really does. That is at the same time the most and least surprising thing about you.
Oh, I'm sad. Don't care.
So there's nothing in the lore about why they were called Leman Russ tanks.
I'm sure there is. I've not come across it. There are tanks named after other.
Literally.
There's There's one called the Rogel Dorn, which was released a few years ago. And interestingly, it caused quite a bit of scandal because it doesn't have a bottom.
Oh, I remember you saying this. Yes,
There's no bottom plate on the Mini.
So what do? They just have to like hold on to each
Flintstone,
side and
Flintstone style. Yeah, the wheels don't even work. They just fucking run along the ground.
No, in the lore, it's a functioning tank with a bottom. On the tabletop, it's just a bottomless tank.
No bottom.
Oh, it was just they just cut some corners, did they, when they came to making the minis?
To making it.
Yeah, okay.
And then of course there's the Krallen Allen tank. It's just a bunny with big floppy.
Just my face.
No, that's just a Leman Russ with a load of rabbits nailed to it. Yeah. Each one of them's got its own unique name. This one is called the Watership Down. Yeah.
No, they're all called Krallen.
Christopher Esquire.
Yeah, they're all called Krallen. Thumper.
This is Thumper Krallen.
I'd love it. I'd love if you named the rabbits Christopher and you took on the name Thumper while the rabbit was alive. Have you met my son Thumper? Yeah. So back to Battalis 3. The bureaucratic delays in the Departmentum Munitorum meant that reinforcements might not arrive for months, if not years, due to the vagrancies of the war. And so using his authority as consul militant, the kind of field marshal of this planet, General Odon declared all resources, military and civilian, were requisitioned for the war effort. And so anyone refusing was threatened with being drafted into the Arbites Penal Legion, which isn't as fun as it sounds, and declared a traitor.
We're taking all your shoelaces. Everything must go towards the war effort.
Yeah, your pants. What? I don't know why that was my first thought of some inconvenience due to a war. Gonna need your pants, mate. Sorry. It's the war effort. And now I can't stop thinking of someone going, stop, I need to requisition your pants. So, although experienced, the Cadian 6th lacked equipment because half its tanks were destroyed in an earlier campaign. And so this was when the 6th was part of something called Army Group Pius, and they had fought a grueling campaign against Wa Ugblitz, suffering devastating losses, reducing it to less than half of its strength, and was still rebuilding when it was reassigned to Battalis 3. Odon seized all vehicles, all armor available on Battalis 3's planetary defense forces, including two kind of key pieces of equipment, or two types of key piece of vehicles. The first is the Malcador Infernus Flamer tank, and we have a great picture here of the Mini.
So another tank named after a famous character, then? Do you say the Malcador?
No, yes, but the first we'll have a look at here is the Infernus,
named after Captain Infernus.
After Mr. Infernus,
John Infernus,
Captain Infernus of the. I can't think of anything funny.
Everything's on fire, Regiment.
Everything's on fire now. So that is effectively a super heavy flamethrower strapped to a tank, and it carries its own fuel, its own kind of backpack on it.
I'm just going to stop you there, Dar. This really excites me because that is an answer to all of the munition quandaries that we end up here. Like, every Space Marine should have one of them behind them with all the fucking magazines they need on the back.
A little lugger.
Yeah, solves everything.
Even the
that is
orcs,
officially my favorite mini.
In the current range, a lot of orc units have ammo grots. So they have goblins that come with them that carry all the ammo.
And the Imperium have those weird little cheruby children robot flying things.
Ammo
Just
cherubs.
give them a load of ammo cherubs. Yep. Problem solved.
My criticism of this, great model, really like it. The criticism of said ammo haulage at the back it's towing along. Like, it's far too small for a flamer. Aren't like flamethrowers notoriously quick at spending all their fuel? That's one of the problems with them.
But it might be diesel crowd rather than petrol.
Which
I mean, it
burn.
can be very viscous, and then you just mix it with like, I don't know, funk, and
it might not be that at all. It might just be like sandwiches.
Yeah, they might mix it with sugar.
Yeah. Might just be the hipster coffee machine they brought along with them. We're going to war, but we need a good brew.
Fire the espresso cannon. Yeah.
Oh, dark roast.
The other vehicle which becomes utterly crucial is the Crassus Armored Transport. So this is a kind of large, heavy transport vehicle used by the various mining guilds and kind of commercial concerns upon the planet. And so it's a large armored personnel carrier that can carry an entire platoon of Imperial guardsmen. And so you would only need 3 or 4 of them to be able to carry an entire company of Astra Militarum to a destination.
The snow effect on that mini is fucking fantastic. I've never seen
that before. It's really good.
The snow in the treads is really clever.
So that would be significantly larger than a Leman Russ tank. I'm just imagining it holding a platoon of KD soldiers. Yeah, so it'll be big. Be much larger than a tank.
It'd be pretty big. I'll show you an image of a tank, the MYMEARA, which is the kind of standard armored personnel carrier for the Astra Militarum. So that vehicle carries, I think it's 11 or 12, a squad of 11 or 12, and the Crassus carries 3 times that.
Right.
And so again, it's really weird. You can see the kind of 6 pokey out las guns on the back of the chassis. Used to be, I think it was in 2nd edition, that those represented the guardsmen kind of sticking their las guns out, kind of firing from firing ports. And then eventually it became kind of little robot guns that could, take out enemy if they were lucky. And the moon was in its right phase because it was next to impossible to hit anything with them.
I was going to say, because they only put a point at 45 degrees.
Yeah.
Hoping for very tall enemies or very close enemies.
Yeah.
Send in the combat bulldozers to dig the trench that allows them to be at the right height to shoot, just above ground. The Imperial Navy then was able to ground all non-essential flights to preserve what little air power that they had over the central regions that the general was protecting. And so there was a small fleet of Marauder destroyers and Thunderbolts, and we'll have a look at these as well. So the Marauder destroyer is like a B-52, like super bomber vehicle. And here is an image. Give you an idea. So this is a Marauder destroyer. It's a series of guns that can fly. So it has forward-mounted 3 pairs of autocannons. It has an array of Hellstrike missiles, which are kind of guided bombs for destroying ground targets. It has
that's how you knock on the door of an enemy. That's what you use right there.
Yeah.
Hello.
It has kind of computer-operated twin-linked assault cannons in the rear. So it's got 2 big heavy rotor cannons on the back.
They're like the fuck you guns. They're like,
they really are. Yeah. And then it has a little kind of ball turret just behind the cockpit that has a pair of twin-linked heavy bolters for taking out enemy fighters that get too close.
A wicked ship. It looks so. It's got a little bit of a kind of Lancaster vibe to the front.
Exactly.
Well.
Yeah.
Does it look similar to a Thunderbird? Thunderbird.
Thunderbird. Yeah.
Oh,
Thunderhawk.
A Thunderhawk is what I meant to say. Thank you very much.
Yeah. It's got that kind of big front jaw, hasn't it? relative to
it's got the chonk. It's got the Imperium chonk, which is what kind of...
it's like a dance.
Yes.
The Imperium chonk.
It's the dance you do on the way to the dance floor, isn't it? Like...
They also have the kind of Thunderbolt air superiority fighters, which are effectively a tiny version of the Thunderbolt, or the Marauder Destroyer. Some of them have two pairs of autocannons at the front, and then las cannons in the nose. And their role is specifically to take out enemy fighters. This is the heaviest of the Imperium's fighters, in quotes, who engage in knocking out enemy fighters and attacking enemy bomber craft. It's incredibly resilient.
It's got P-51 Mustang.
Spitfire sort of vibes about it.
Yeah, that kind of thing. With the, you can see like the engine poking out the front there.
Yeah, and the wings are slightly angled up from the bottom. They connect to the ship at the bottom, like on the hull, as it were. And they've got slight angles to them. Like that is a sick. Is that a mini, or is that a?
Yeah, all of these are or were available.
They are
for
cool.
sale. And all had rules for the tabletop. And indeed, there was a game called Aeronautica Imperialis where you could have dogfights between different factions, aircrafts. And the Imperium ones are still available as part of the Epic range. You know, the teeny tiny minis, as opposed to just the tiny minis. A final image for the Aeronautica guys is the only image I could really find of a pilot of the Imperium. So we were always seeing kind of warriors and guys in the middle of battle. But here's a pilot of the Imperium getting ready to go on a sortie.
Iceman. Goose.
Yeah. Goose. Very, very kind of World War II pilot vibes, if you see what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, massive Ugg boots.
Yeah. Well, you got to be comfortable. You got to be comfortable when you're skirting the edge of the atmosphere, getting chased by Eldari.
Yeah,
definitely. Snuggly buggly.
I suppose you don't have to be. It just helps.
Yeah. It's not a priority for the Imperium, is it?
Yeah.
Really?
I bet he rides to work on a motorbike.
Yeah, on his days off.
No, he has the boy ride his motorbike for him. You can tell there's something about him. Yeah, that's the Zach Brannigan of
yeah. Have the boy lay out my formal motorcycle.
Yeah,
shorts,
and shorts.
in shorts. Yeah. So Odon anticipated that the Eldar would seek air superiority first before any sort of land engagement. And he was right, with hilarious consequences. The rest of the force was made up of mustered units and regiments from around the Battalis system. The 28th Battalis rifles were lightly equipped, but kind of newly trained by the Cadians themselves. And so were reassigned to frontline services under someone called Colonel Ebteda, who I kept, when I was doing the reading for this, kept going, "Oh, Colonel Empanada, it's good to see you. You look delicious." The general had also conscripted huge numbers of Arbiti's prisoners, offering redemption through service, regardless of the crimes or sentences that they were guilty of and or received. The population itself, already oppressed and resentful, had long produced a kind of a constant stream of malingerers and malcontents. And so the Arbiti cells were always full, providing a huge pool of cannon fodder, effectively. Additionally, the 1,000-strong personal guard of the mining cartels, along with their own vehicles like Leman Russes and Chimeras, were folded into the defense force. And in exchange, the kind of cartel representative named Lord Steward Vlar was promoted to colonel in charge of this newly formed regiment. I like the names like Vlar because it does sound like that bit in Ghostbusters where Rick, what's his name, was talking about the different... and in this third supplication, he came as a massive slower. It's that kind of...
Sorry, who promoted him?
The general.
Right, okay.
And so the support they were seeking from Battalis 4 was a bit more tricky. That housed the Vaust 14th Armoured Regiment. So these were armoured infantry, mobile infantry. So they had Chimeras, they had the Leman Russ tanks, and they had a full heavy company of Macarius battle tanks. And these really are the bee's knees. And so here is yet another image. God, it's image heavy.
Love it. Make all these images of military units make me want to go to Duxford Air Museum.
A home away from home.
Sorry, yeah. I know this is an air museum. Do you have any Macarius heavy battle tanks?
They actually have a hangar completely full of land vehicles. It's wicked.
It's great.
None of them are Warhammer, though. It's very disappointing.
Boom.
That tank's in quite a few battles.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of these tanks are hundreds, if not thousands, of years old, especially as you go up the kind of weight class of them. They're still being produced. You still get new ones, but most of the ones you see that see battle, certainly in Battalis 3, are
testament to
bordering on relic status. It's good, solid engineering.
This tank is hundreds of years old, and it's still fucking smashing enemies' faces in. It's
there's none of this fast fashion shit here, is there?
No.
This is like top quality, lowest price.
Yeah,
but not lowest price, just top quality. Is it fishing rods that it's got at the top as well?
Yes. It's not an antenna at all. It's a fishing rod. They're practicing OSP, on-site procurement. Yeah.
Either the ladder up the side's really small or got small, very narrow spaced rungs, or the gun on top's massive. I can't tell. Something's out of proportion there.
Yeah. If in doubt, the gun is massive.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
The reinforcements from the Vaust 14th were desperately needed because in terms of their heavy armor, the Cadian 6th only had a few battered kind of Bane blades and Storm blades and Shadow swords remaining, these huge relic vehicles. However, the young colonel, who was an aristocrat, refused to redeploy, citing the absence of any updated orders from the sector command level. And to him, the conflict on Battalis 3 was merely a kind of a backwater skirmish and not worth abandoning his position. It was a job's worth.
Classic
job's worth.
Terran, senior management, middle management approach. Yeah. Lessons just weren't learned, were they, from previous battles and campaigns?
No. So the refusal of the commander of the 14th ended abruptly with the arrival of Inquisitor Lord Hephaestus Danzig of the Ordo Xenos. Danzig entered into General Odon's kind of command chamber unannounced and unopposed.
Unpronounceable.
Accompanied by, unpronounceable. He's just appeared. Bam.
Unpronounced and unfettered. He just skipped in, unsupported.
This dancing inquisitor entered into the command chamber.
Shoulders shimmied in.
Yeah. So, anyway, the general sees this moonwalking Inquisitor arrive into the chamber, accompanied by a handful of kind of Cadian guardsmen, an Adeptus Mechanicus tech priest, and two huge hulking ogrins dragging the colonel of the Vost 14th with them, who had been stripped of rank by the Inquisitor. He had heard, or rather, the Inquisitor had intercepted the colonel's complaints and diverted to Battalis for arresting him and all of his staff, who were all sentenced to serve in the Arbites penal legions, penal battalions, for the duration of the war.
Oh, man.
Wow.
So the Vost 14th then brought those vehicles, the Leman Russ, the Chimeras, and the Macarius heavy tanks, together with a large force of Ogren Auxilia. And lest we forget, this is what the Ogrins look like. So these are huge abhuman ogres, space ogres, basically, spogres. Each of them, like a new Primaris Space Marine, is only as high as their kind of shoulder. So they're literally head and shoulders above a Space Marine. Yeah.
That's what I see.
And you can see they carry enormous combat shotguns called Ripper guns that look like they have kind of bolt gun vibes to them, but they are effectively like the individual rounds are so large that it's almost like a kind of flamethrower of shot is what it ends up being. So very difficult, or it's very difficult for Ogrins to miss with these. But they're also used as clubs, so they're so sturdy. One of the rare instances where the Imperium designs a piece of equipment specifically for a given abhuman race.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah, well, they'd struggle with like a little pistol, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Experienced Cadian officers from the 6th were dispersed throughout the 14th, the Vost 14th, to replace the kind of relatively inexperienced, noble, aristocratic leaders. And commissars were assigned across the formation to suppress dissent with their final authority, aka a bolt pistol. So Danzig and Odon coordinated further reinforcements beyond kind of the consul's usual reach, simply because it came from an Inquisitor now as well. So this is where we start seeing the Titans of the Legio Griffonicus were redirected from another system to get to Battalis 3. The Elysian drop troops, do you recall from last episode, the guys with the kind of grav shoot backpacks?
Yeah, and minimal armor.
And minimal armor, exactly right, were diverted to act as kind of airborne reserves. So their troop transports, kind of light space vehicles, basically, were in and around the planet, ready to move to a kind of combat theater at a moment's notice and deploy reinforcements. And it was Inquisitor Lord Danzig himself who sent a petition for aid to the Space Wolves, who were believed to be operating in Gary Danzig, in a nearby system. The Eldar activity had begun to escalate. Really, they're using hit-and-run tactics, had shifted from nighttime assaults to daytime assaults across all of the continents on Battalis 3. And by Odon's own decree, these regions were left to fend for themselves, the other two continents. So the Imperial forces could consolidate around Port Rira and the Tarundor Peninsula. We're broadly looking at kind of 3 combat groups. So we've got Battle Group Empanada, was ordered to seize a specific strategic kind of glacier. A strategic glacier. Isn't that a great idea? Which had dominated one of the peninsulas and was critical for the mobility of Imperial forces through that region. Battle Group Odon was held in reserve at Port Rira until the enemy's kind of full strength could be assessed. And then Battle Group Vlar was to remain stationed at the spaceport, deploying only if absolutely required. If you recall, that's the mining guys' forces. And so with this, these were the kind of final preparations before the Eldar kind of attacked. This was the defensive structure that General Odon had built up on Battalis 3. And I did mention there the kind of hit and run tactics of the Eldari on this planet. So they were using jet bike squadrons, Viper bike squadrons, which are the kind of two Eldar style jet bikes, but they're also using something called the Hornet and the Wasp. So the Hornet is a fast attacked vehicle, image in the show notes, and here it's a Sky Raiders Hornet. So it's a very fast kind of one Eldar skimmer, like a very heavily armored jet bike hovercraft style thing, but it usually has twin linked heavy weapons that can knock out vehicles, knock out armor, or indeed bunkers. They also had, in support of this, a kind of a droppable war walker, which is their own style of bipedal walker, piloted bipedal walker. So this, in the colors, the yellow one there in the colors of the Sunblitz Brotherhood, could be dropped from Eldari aircraft like the Vampire, which I think I have an image as well, which would get into low orbit and then drop a load of these walkers or the Corsairs with the big kind of jump packs, you recall, with the big vanes, the big kind of wind sails on their back. And so this is how the Eldar were just kind of swooping in, destroying a relay station and then extracting as quickly as possible. And that's how they were able to do it with these kind of swift vehicles. And that's it for this episode. Mr. Chris.
Oh, okay, then I'll just shut up. Okay, forget it.
No.
The Eldari craft, I mean, after looking at the chunky Imperium style stuff, I mean, blatantly more aerodynamic. On the tabletop, do they get an advantage because of their aerodynamicness at all? Is that accounted for? Or is it just really style?
It can be accounted for with some bits of equipment, like I think it's called the star vectored thrust engines, which allow them more maneuverability or can turn a penetrating hit into a glancing blow as the kind of vehicle slightly dodges out the way.
Does a Neo.
That's right, bullet time. Yeah.
Bullet time.
Mm-hmm.
The infantry units did used to get a fleet bonus, like a fleet of foot bonus, where they had an additional inch or two of movement was available to them. If they didn't shoot, they could move again, I think was the core of the rule, which meant they could progress very quickly up the board.
Wow.
The danger is, of course, that the Eldar are the epitome of the glass cannon. So they could move quick, but if you shot them, they still exploded.
They let you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. When you say a twin-linked cannon, does that just mean they fire at the same time?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. At the same target. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd want that, wouldn't you? You would not want to be in one of those skimmers and fire only one of your guns. You are going to spin it in circles.
Yeah. I mean, as we'll go through with the once the kind of attacks begin, we'll have a look at some of the more heavy equipment that the Eldari use. It's pretty terrifying. Yeah.
Nice.
Eldari looks very cool, like the aesthetic. I think that's just after you've just seen the right-angled designs of the Imperium.
Yeah.
We got the brick and we got the sneaker.
Yeah, it's basically squares attacking triangles.
Yeah.
That's the design.
Yeah. Orbs.
I mean, in terms of kind of anti-armor vehicles, I will show in the colors of the craft world MYMEARA is what's called the Eldari Warp Hunter, and so this is their equivalent of a kind of heavy weaponed hover tank. So that cannon that's built directly into the chassis is a D cannon. And so what it does is when it hits, it exposes wherever it is to the warp very quickly.
Ah, right.
Cool.
Kind of, it flashes the warp as a sphere within reality, and it completely destroys whatever it touches.
It reminds me of the Halo Wraiths, the Covenant tanks, those kind of hovering heavy weapons.
Oh, yeah.
Your right hand, as the pilot, your right hand side's obstructed. That's all. Just as long as you turn left.
Yeah.
You're all
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, they've probably got cameras or something. They've probably got space elf magic that allows them to see.
It's always the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always the
Cool.
answer.
Everything's in a pretty solid position now for a ruckus, for a stramouche.
For
a matinee.
For a stooshy, a matinee.
A matinee.
Tell the enemy
Sunday
general
derby.
I will be ready at 1 p.m. to see It's a Wonderful Life.
And there will be an intermission at 2:30.
I'm really intrigued by a couple of things. The Imperial Guard, the Astra Militarum, the Cadians sound really cool. They're kind of like they've got something to prove. Unless you're a Space Marine, you're always in the shadows of Space Marines, right? So yeah. And I think that's quite a cool kind of thing.
Because I think we often think about Space Marines as the brave ones, but it's a lot easier to be brave when you're wearing a tank, whereas these guys are they're just there in knee pads. That's basically it. They're just normal guys
and a
in knee
codpiece,
pads.
but nonetheless,
and a codpiece. Yeah.
Knee pads and a gun. Yeah,
and that's all that's left of them when the fucking shell hits them. It's just the crotch and a pair of knees
and a pair of boots, smoking boots. In the
game. I just love the idea that it's how they show they're super tough. They turn up just wearing knee pads, carrying a gun. Don't mess with them; they're fucking mental.
I'd be way more scared of them than the fucking Space Marine.
I can imagine a Astra Militarum versus Astra Militarum tabletop battle could be quite fun.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Does it
especially
happen?
Given there's so many different regiments that's available to you now. Yeah,
it'll be the closest thing to a real world battle, if you like, with regular humies.
Yeah, trench based as well,
trench based. Well, that is they've got a regiment called the Death Corps of Krieg, who are effectively regiment upon regiment of troops who just don't care if they die.
They look kind of World War One-ish.
Yeah, they all wear gas masks. They've kind of sacrificed their individuality. But even their horses have gas masks, which is weird.
It's a fetish thing. They were a new unit to me, the Ogrin units. Are they kind of like your heavy infantry? Is that what
they're really like shock assault? Yeah, shock assault infantry.
Baz, Gaz, and Daz.
Baz, Gaz, and Daz. They're quite fighty, and the original rules for them were they were just ogres, humans who had evolved or devolved into ogres. And there was a piece of surgery that the ogres could. The commissar would pick out the sergeant. They'd pick out the one he felt was the smartest, and then they'd get the bonehead procedure, which enhanced their intelligence to the point where they could follow orders.
Wow.
Yeah.
Domesticated ogres, basically.
Yeah. So originally the sergeants were the only ones who were equipped with the Ripper guns. All the others, it was fantasy ogre miniatures in 40K. That's what it was.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And they've got the number of the units in their group on their shoulder pad in case one of them dies, so they can go, hold on, there was 3 of us. Where's Daz gone? And he's just, they've not even got knee pads, these guys, they've got shin pads.
Yeah.
That's how hard they are. They're like, we don't care about knees.
I'm sorry, the idea of a hard ogre running at you with a Ripper gun, no thank you.
And on that And on that bombshell,
And that terrifying bombshell.
let's leave everyone with that mental image.
Yeah.
Right, should we wrap up?
Yeah.
Da.
All right, that's all from us. Thank you so much for listening. If you want more 40K content, just hit the Patreon link in the description and sign up today to listen to our bonus show, 40K Out. Details and imagery for the topics we've discussed in this show can be found on our website at layingdownthelore.com, where we also have all our previous episodes, release schedules, and merchandise. And you can join our Discord for free now, so just hit the link in the description and come and tell us what you think of knee pads and cod pieces.
Not bad.
And whether you'd wear them into war.
And leave your name and address.
And send illustrations. We'll be back again soon displaying just how little
Please don't
Krell and I
send
know.
illustrations.
Okay, no illustrations. Until then, goodbye.
Ciao.
Toodaloo.